Breakfast Television is brought to you by Tim's new vanilla coconut beverages. Pick one up today.
Yeah, it's that kind of morning here in the city of Toronto and around the GTA. Welcome back to BT. We're going 5 wide here on a Thursday. Great to see you. Again, we're going to have full updates on the snow situation and the ice situation coming up momentarily. The other story that everyone's kind of talking about today is the carjacking that was filmed in Milton yesterday. Now, we're going to show you the same section of video that Tammie and our news team have been showing you. We're not going to let this video play all out. But again, a woman was attacked yesterday, and this is the video that's gone viral. If you let this video play out, which we're not going to do here, but if you let this video play out, the person holding this camera records the victim for an extended period of time and basically doesn't help her. Just continues to record and record and record. And I kind of wanted to talk about this, Devo, because like not much shocks me anymore. Mm-hmm. It's got to be really out there because we've seen a lot of crazy stuff. To continuously film a victim, should I be surprised at that in 2023, or is that just part of the psyche of society?
Sadly, that's the psyche of society. I don't think you should be surprised, but it should be bothersome still, right? I understand the filming of the act. If you're scared,
for sure,
and you don't know what to do in that situation, or you don't want to get involved because you're scared you're going to get hurt yourself. I understand that maybe your way of helping is, I'm going to capture this and then pass it on to authorities in order to identify these people. But when that area is cleared out and that person is sitting there helpless and hurt, I don't know, man, something about the humanity inside of me says you should be walking over, putting down the phone or whatever you need to, or you have the phone still, but checking on that person. I don't understand that aspect of not seeing if another human is okay.
And it wasn't just the person filming, to be fair about it. There were multiple people in that mall in Milton that kind of, look, I know someone, you could hear someone calling 911, but no one was really attending to this poor lady who seemed to be out cold. You're like, this isn't a topic where I think we're going to differ. That's not why I brought it up. Why I brought it up, though, was the notion, and there are people out there who think that's completely rational, to just record a victim and not help. My point is, put the damn phone down, Dina,
yes,
and try and do something a little different. And I didn't see that as that video played out.
So
didn't see it.
In university, we took many sociology classes that documented human behavior, and it showed that if something's happening to you and you're being attacked, if you're alone and there's only one other person in the room, you're much more likely to have that person help you. The second there are many people in that room, your chances go down of anybody helping because it's mob mentality that kicks in. So what you're supposed to do is point to somebody who you think's the most trustworthy in an instant and say, you help. Because unfortunately, that's what happens. People are afraid to get involved. Maybe if I film this, it'll help. Call 911 first. That's the biggest help, is get the cops there right away. And then again, where is the humanity? Where did we go wrong? Where you can see somebody being traumatized and assaulted and screaming and leave them there when the clear and present danger has now left. That is where we need to start checking ourselves, and that is what is terrifying to me, because we talk about looking out for one another, and that was clearly the opposite, and we need to do better. Every single one of us, like, think about that today. If God forbid you witness something or you're that woman, what do you want done for you? Please, we need to be better to one another. It's very, very, oh my gosh, it broke my heart to see nobody helping her. At that point, the car's gone. It screeched away. There was nobody there.
That's somebody's daughter, sister, mom, potentially, grandma. We don't know that part
it
of
could
it.
Be you.
But it's somebody's family member. What if that's your family member, right?
Here's what I would say, is if I look at that person, number one, please tell us right now, don't be involved. This is what you often hear.
And that's not what I'm suggesting.
Because you could
don't be involved.
You
could get hurt. Call, right? Secondly, the person that's shooting the camera, sometimes I've shot camera before for news agencies before. Sometimes all of a sudden you feel like you're watching TV. You're actually shooting through a camera, so you don't even really feel like you're there.
Like you're removed from it, even though you're there.
Maybe they're in so much shock as well, as they feel like there's a safety zone that's there for the person shooting in camera. Not to give them any excuse. And I would really think to myself, I would go out there and help. The people also watching, we become so desensitized right now, and that if it's not going to hurt me, I don't want to be hurt, so I don't want to get involved.
Right.
I don't want to get involved in the paperwork, the reporting. I don't want to get involved if maybe I go to help that person and then they say that I hurt their neck, so then I'm all of a sudden going to be sued. There's all these reasons why we're taught right now not to help, but we should as humans help.
Absolutely. And I know I watched the video initially yesterday morning on this shift. We didn't air it because we still needed to get details on what was going on with it from Halton Police. But when I was watching it, I was internally screaming, saying, someone bend down to this woman and at least comfort her and tell her, you know, the police
Help's
are on the way, help is on the way, are you okay? She was literally lying there, motionless at one point, and the camera, whoever was shooting, was over her,
That's
just
terrible.
like close
That's
to her.
terrible right there.
Just taking shots of her. So I see what you're saying, Frank, and also, you know, COVID, is that something that has made us afraid to approach another person, even if it's in an emergency situation and they need help? We've been taught to, you know, stay away.
Social
Is
distance.
that something that is playing into it as well? I don't understand, but it was absolutely, it was so aggravating and anxiety producing to watch.
For the COVID aspect of it, I don't think, sorry, give me 1 sec here. I don't know if it's the social distance. I think it's the mentality now. You know, it goes back to that whole, I've said it before about the hoarding, right? When we were, I need all the toilet paper, you don't get any. It's me first. It's me over everybody else, and that might be a part of it where people are like, that's you. I'm keeping me and my family out of this. Has nothing to do with me. And there's a lot of that. And if you're doing it to hold that to get clicks,
That's terrible.
you know, check yourself and check your life, man. That's not cool.
But whether it's someone getting swarmed on a TTC and I hear a bunch of kids cackling, holding a camera, or something like that, I don't expect a lot out of society right now. I expect better than that. I expect better than that. And for those of you who haven't seen the video, believe me, when you see this play out, go to our website, go to citynews.ca. When you see this, you're going to want to vomit. How long someone stood over a victim for clicks or what? I can't even describe what the motivation was, and just did not help this person. That is unacceptable. Unacceptable. We got to be way better than that. From an investigation standpoint, it's a valuable piece of video because we got to catch people doing this. At some point, you have to help someone.
Show your humanity.
Humanity.
Turn the
I'm
video
hoping
off.
that person has looked back at that video now and says, what did I do?
Yeah.
I hope.
Do better.
I hope.
On their own.
We're going to take a break. More BT coming up after this.